Do food allergies cause eczema? First of all, what really is eczema? Eczema is an inflammatory disorder of the skin, and specifically, atopic dermatitis is a common form of eczema that affects children. In fact, it affects nearly 1 in 5 kiddos. And these kiddos have red, itchy, painful, dry patches on their skin. It can affect their face, their arms, legs. It often spares the diaper area. So, what really causes eczema? Well, it's kind of a mix, and really a lot of it comes down to what's called epigenetics, or the interactions between a kiddo's environment and the kiddo's genes. And the environment, behaviors, all these different sort of external non-genetic factors go into impacting the genes that a kiddo has and can sort of turn off genes or turn on genes and affects those genes and their activity and results in some sort of health outcome. So, for example, many kiddos who have eczema have a mutation in the filaggrin gene, and that affects the skin integrity, the skin barrier. Add that to having some differences in the microbiome, less good bacteria, more less good bacteria, and then some other things to be determined, stressors, hygiene, all these different things. All of that kind of goes into the mix to really cause eczema. So, do food allergies cause eczema? No. And in fact, eczema predisposes to a kiddo having food allergies. But why is that? I use a fort analogy. So imagine your kiddo's skin is a fort wall, and the immune system within the skin is the army inside of the fort. And by the way, the skin is the largest immune organ. So when that skin barrier is diminished, or when that fort wall is broken down, that army inside just goes nuts and just attacks everything. That's basically what the immune system is doing. It is really just over responding. And that over response or hyperstimulation, that whole immune situation can result in the development of food allergies. It can result in the development of allergic antibodies, and just that whole immune situation can result in food allergies. But, Dr. Hoyt, can some foods flare eczema? Why, yes, they can. Food-induced flaring of eczema is a real thing. An example of this would be when a kiddo eats eggs, and then over the next couple of days, the little baby's skin really flares, the eczema flares, the patches get redder. This is not an anaphylactic reaction. This is food-induced flaring of atopic dermatitis. That is a real thing. However, in most cases, long-term avoidance of the trigger food is not a good management strategy because it can actually predispose the kiddo to developing anaphylactic food allergy. And also, the food itself is not the underlying cause of the eczema. Questions about this? Reach out and talk to your allergist.